नमस्कार, दिस इज़ ऐश्वर्या। वेलकम टू माय चैनल गायत्री एस्ट्रोलॉजी और ज्योतिष चैनल। ज्योतिष यानी ज्योति जो वेदास से आई हो और द लाइट ऑफ द वेदास। हम नवरात्रि की कथा को ज्योतिष के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखेंगे। हम देखेंगे कि विच डे इज़ विच देवी, व्हाट्स हर स्टोरी लाइक एंड विच एस्ट्रोलॉजी कॉम्बिनेशंस कैन प्रे टू विच अवतार ऑफ देवी। देवी यानी कि शक्ति। शक्ति मीन्स लाइट एंड मूवमेंट. These 9 days we actually pray to Shakti and her different avatars. Shakti means light and movement. The light that we see from the sun, that is reflected by the moon, the stars, the light in the stars, and a flower blooming or a peacock opening its feathers, or the waves of the ocean moving, movement. All of that is Shakti. So Sanskrit can never be translated 100% into English. Shakti also means the feminine energy. So in 9 days of Navratri हम इसी महिला की ऊर्जा को सम्मान करने के लिए समर्पित करते हैं. So Agni Puran has a small chapter on Jyotish. There is a small sloka on Durga Devi which says the Devi awakens in Bhadra Tithi on 2nd, 7th and 12th lunar day. This happens in Shukla Paksha, and in Navratri you never get the 12th Tithi, and the 10th night is called Vijayadashmi when it is in Pushkara Navamsha. And when the sun enters the house of Virgo, that is what marks the beginning of Navratri. In many cultures, the sign of Kanya is actually said to be governed by Devi, because even though she is Parvati, she is Shakti, but first she is a Kanya on day 1. Some ancient traditions, Durga Devi is known to be ruling the Kanya Rashi. Anybody with planets in 6th house troubling them, they can really focus on the Durga Devi avatar of the 9 days. So the first day is Devi Shailputri, and Shailputri is also known as Purna Prakriti Durga because in her she holds all the 9 forms. Shail also means mountains and Shailputri means the daughter of the mountains. Parvati also actually means वो जो पर्वत की पुत्री. So once upon a time there was a Rakshas called Tarkasur. He had prayed to Brahma Bhagwan to get a blessing or a boon that he will only be killed by Shiv and Shakti's child. After Shakti sacrificed herself in the Yagna fire because she couldn't hear a word against the honor of her husband, Tarkasur now knew that he is undefeated. There is no one to kill him and there is no possibility for anybody to come to kill him, and he was destroying all 3 worlds. So all the Devtas were worried. About how to stop Tarkasur because Shivji was in deep meditation and only Shakti Devi could bring him out of that. So all the Devas started praying and doing yagnas and homas for Shakti to bring Shakti back into existence. While this was happening, on the other side, Brahmadev wanted to unite with Saraswati for the continued creation of the world. But Saraswati Devi wasn't willing for this milan, and she takes the roop of a deer and she starts running away, and Brahma ji also takes the roop of a deer. दोनों हिरण के अवतार में एक लोका से दूसरे लोका सरस्वती देवी भाग रही होती हैं और ब्रह्मदेव उनको चेस कर रहे होते हैं. Seeing this happen, all the devtas decide to intervene because Brahma has created all of us, so Saraswati is his daughter or granddaughter rather, but also more importantly she isn't willing. So that's the reason why they decide to intervene. But the ayudh they have, the Vajra ayudh, if they throw it and because Saraswati Devi and Brahma are jumping from loka to loka, if they miss the shot, a whole loka can get destroyed. So you have to have extreme precision to attack in this case, because they are going, just imagine the speed if they are going from one loka to the other. Indradev decide to call Rudradev. Rudradev was called upon because he is an excellent marksman. Things that no one else can do, only Rudradev can do. So he was given the command to stop the celestial incest. He takes one of his arrows, he carries 3 for that's all he needs. One shot and Brahma's 5th head is cut off, the lustful head. That head was the reason why he wanted to procreate. Brahma and Saraswati come back to their original form. There is a samvad here that happens between Brahma and Saraswati, where he explains to her that it was very important, that head was very important for the procreation. Saraswati ji says, okay, I will not procreate with you, but I will create the Vedas with you. That is what I will sit and create with you. On the other hand, Rudradev is blamed and shamed by the Devas for cutting his head off. And what happens next is part of another story that will be told in Ardra Nakshatra, in my Nakshatra series. If you don't want to miss that out, you can click on the bell icon. You have to subscribe, click on the icon and select the option always. If you don't select the option always, you won't get notified. On Bhuloka, meanwhile, there was King Hemavant, who is the king of Himalayas. He was praying and doing yagnas to have a daughter, and because all the devas were doing yagnas for Shakti Devi to come back, Shakti Devi decides to bless King Hemavant. So Shakti Devi took birth as his daughter, and here we see that Parvati is born in Mrigashira Nakshatra, the fifth head, the fifth Brahma's head, that was a little lustful and that was very much required for the procreation of the universe. That is the nakshatra she is born in. That is the reason why she is known as Mriganeni, because she is born in Mrigashira Nakshatra. She is born with eyes like a deer. So she takes birth in this nakshatra to bring back the creation energy that was lost with Brahma's fifth head. So some insights into people who are born in this nakshatra. Because Saraswati Devi decides to take the roop of a deer, Brahmaji also takes the roop of the deer, and the head that falls off, the fifth head, it's still in the avatar of deer. It's really beautiful how the animals are connected to the nakshatras. When you're born in that nakshatra, you will see those people do have some qualities of that particular animal. For example, women born in Mrigashira Nakshatra have beautiful deer-like eyes. In general, men and women, anybody born in this nakshatra, they have a keen sense of smell and they have great curiosity. Just like a deer, they're always searching. Like the deer is searching for the scent. Somebody in Mrigashira Nakshatra who's a transformational expert. So they are excellent in observing and fishing out a problem before it's happened, because they have great curiosity and great sense of sensing difficult situations. The planet sitting in this nakshatra can give you a bow or a cut on the head, depending upon which planet is sitting there. If Sun is sitting there, then your father might have a bow or a cut on the head, because Brahmadev's the head was chopped off, so the cut. So depending on the planet, it will decide if it is for you or if somebody who's in relation to you. Few other themes that you can see in this are, there are themes of pregnancy before marriage. This nakshatra gives especially beautiful eyes if the girl's second lord is sitting in this, or if the second lord is somehow connected to a planet sitting in this nakshatra. There's also a theme of running away and getting married, and you'll see women born in this nakshatra will always like really focus a lot on their having their eyelashes look good. An expert in the art of teasing. For example, Dita won tease, because basically what Saraswati ji was doing is she was with the chase, she was teasing and she was just trying to prolong and buy more time. So there is a theme of tease, and Dita won tease, interestingly, is born in Mrigashira Nakshatra, and you can see her eye, the shape of her eye is like a doe. Shailputri Devi rules the Mooladhara Chakra. So the people born with prominent planets in Mars rule nakshatras, because Mars is the planet that governs your Mooladhara Chakra. So Mrigashira Nakshatra, Chitra Nakshatra and Dhanishta can do the jaap of shailputri. If you want to know details about which nakshatra you are born in, you can click on the link in my website in the description. Ever wondered what will poor people do? They can't buy gemstones, they do jaap. Did you ever wonder why music, it doesn't solve your problems, but it does make you feel a little bit better about everything in life? That is sound and light therapy. So sound and light therapy is the most advanced form of healing. Light, I will dive deep in another video. In jaap, what we are doing is sound therapy. Modern science is actually not caught up yet. They are still researching on it. Neither they have proved it or denied it. NASA has proved that A-U-M, is the sound from the sun, which was already told to us many generations ago. Like that, many generations from now, maybe they will prove that you can change the chemistry of your body through sound and light, and then maybe they'll be able to prove that yes, jaap is a form of sound therapy. Changes the chemistry in your body, and that changes what you attract and what you deflect. So it's manifestation at its finest. So let's start. Om Gam Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Aim Saraswate Namaha. Vande Vanchitalabhaya Chandraardhakrutashekharam Vrusharudham Shuladharam Shailaputrim Yashaswinim. So you can do it 108 times. The color that devotees wear is crimson, but the color that Devi wears is white. In this avatar, she wears white, and in one hand she has Trishul, which represents three gunas, Rajas, Tamas and Sattva. Blesses you with mastering all three, as in she balances these three gunas. The other hand holds a half bloomed lotus representing the Kanya state of her. A lotus also represents its regenerative power. It looks pristine, but it only grows in muddy and murky waters. So she represents, the half bloom lotus here represents a mind with developed spirituality, which has developed amongst the worldly pleasures. She blesses you with discipline for spiritual practices. Her abode is Mooladhara Chakra. This is the day when one plants the seeds of spiritual discipline in their Mooladhara Chakra. She is the physical consciousness of Ma Durga.